Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I feel older than I should? Not just a few wrinkles here and there, but that deep down heavy sluggishness. The brain fog that rolls in by 3 p.m. like a thick mist. The joints that creak and groan when you get out of bed as if they haven't been oiled in a decade. Imagine your body is a major city. When you're young, say in your 20s, that city is thriving. It's a masterpiece of engineering. Trash gets picked up daily, so there's no buildup in the alleys. The power grid is surging with clean energy, lights are bright, and the trains run on time. Roads are smooth, buildings are gleaming, and every department is communicating perfectly. Everything just works. But aging? It's not the city getting old, like some unavoidable decay. It's what happens when the maintenance crews stop showing up. It's what happens when the trash collectors go on strike and the bags start piling up on the sidewalks. It's what happens when the power plant starts leaking toxins into the streets because it hasn't been serviced in years. The infrastructure, the invisible stuff that keeps everything running, begins to crumble from a mix of neglect and active sabotage. Your biological age? That's the true state of your city's infrastructure. If you're dragging through the day, feeling worn out, or just not as sharp as you used to be, your city is in a full-blown state of emergency. Now, before we rebuild, I want to invite you to join our city planning committee. If you value the science of how your body actually works, the truths that go deeper than surface-level fads, hit that subscribe button to Body Science Truths and ring the notification bell. It's the best way to ensure you never miss a biological blueprint. We drop fresh truth every single week to help you manage your city. Most people try to fix these symptoms individually. They take a pill for brain fog, a caffeine pill for energy, or a supplement for joint pain. But that's like trying to fix a city's housing crisis by painting one front door. They're ignoring the master switch. Today, we change that. We're not just slapping on some fresh paint or patching a few potholes. We're ending the strike. We're rebuilding the power grid from the ground up. I'm handing you a simple 3-part hard reset protocol that can start lowering your bioage in as little as 7 days. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll have the exact steps to get your city running like new again. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the blueprints of your city, the very foundation. Think of your DNA as the master blueprints stored in City Hall. Every single time a cell divides to repair tissue, grow hair, or keep things going, it has to make a copy of those blueprints. But here's the problem with the copying process. The machine is slightly flawed. Every time it makes a copy, it tears off a little piece from the very end of the page. Those safety caps at the ends of your chromosomes are called telomeres. Think of them like the plastic aglets on the ends of your shoelaces. Their only job is to be the sacrificial margin, the extra piece of blueprint that gets destroyed so the important code doesn't get damaged. But eventually, after years of copying, those aglets wear off. The shoelace starts to unravel. The blueprint becomes unreadable. When those telomeres get too short, bam, the cell hits a wall. It enters what scientists call senescence. They don't die like they should. Instead, they turn into zombie cells. These zombie cells hang around like abandoned, boarded-up factories that have become hotspots for vandalism. They don't contribute to the city anymore, but they leak toxic chemicals, inflammatory signals into the groundwater, poisoning the healthy neighborhoods next door. This is exactly why you feel stiff or inflamed for no reason. Your city is reacting to toxins being leaked by cells that should have been demolished years ago. So what's the fix? How do we protect those telomere safety caps? Enter high-intensity interval training, HIIT. Short bursts of all-out effort followed by recovery. This isn't just cardio. It sends a powerful, high-priority signal to City Hall. Hey, we are under stress, and we need to preserve these blueprints. It activates repair pathways that actually help maintain or even lengthen those telomeres. It's like buying high-end insurance for your city's blueprints. You're telling your body this city is a high-value asset, worth maintaining at the highest level. That's mechanism 1. Now, mechanism 2, the power grid itself. If DNA is the blueprint, then NAD+ is the electricity flowing through every street in your city. It's the molecule that powers energy production in your mitochondria, the tiny, localized power plants inside every single cell. When you're young, that power grid is robust. But as we hit our 40s and beyond, NAD+ levels drop hard. By age 50, it's like your entire city is on a permanent brownout. The lights are dim, the elevators move slowly, and the repair crews can't even see well enough to function properly. Systems are failing left and right, and fatigue sets in. Worse, certain things sabotage it even more. That sneaky high-fructose corn syrup in sodas and processed snacks, this creates oxidative sparks, a literal electrical fire in your mitochondria that forces the repair crews to use up all your remaining NAD+ just to put out the flames, leaving none left for actual energy. Most people try to fix a brownout by adding more light bulbs. They reach for caffeine or stimulants. But that just blows the fuses and causes more fires. To fix the city, you have to force the grid to upgrade its wiring. The solution? Thermal shock. Alternating heat and cold exposure. Saunas, cold showers, ice baths. These controlled stresses act like a rigorous inspection and upgrade for your power infrastructure. They force your body to produce more NAD+, and activate longevity pathways like sirtuins, the elite repair crews that only come out during these tests of the grid. It's not comfortable in the moment, but it's exactly what rebuilds resilient wiring throughout your cellular city. Mechanism 3 is where the magic of cleanup happens. Autophagy, the nightly trash collection service. Now, all the blueprints and power in the world won't save a city if it's buried in its own waste. This is the secret to why some people look and feel 10 years younger than they actually are. Picture your city streets. In a healthy city, there's a window of time where the streets are empty so the trash trucks can do their job. But if deliveries of glucose and nutrients are coming in 24/7, constant snacking, late-night eating, the trash trucks can't get out of the garage. The streets are too crowded. Trash piles up in the alleys, in the gutters, and inside the buildings themselves. Think of 16 to 8 intermittent fasting as the night shift. When you eat late into the night, you're forcing the city to stay high traffic during the exact hours it was designed to undergo maintenance. You're effectively canceling the trash pickup. In any major city, you can't repave the highway while thousands of cars are driving on it. By closing the roads to food for 16 hours, you're finally giving the construction crews the empty street they need to haul away the cellular wreckage, the damaged proteins, and those toxic zombie cells we talked about earlier. This isn't about starving yourself. It's about giving your body the space to take out the biological garbage that's been slowing you down. Research shows autophagy ramps up significantly after 12 to 16 hours without food, targeting the very things making you biologically older. Now that you understand the 3 core mechanisms, let's put it into action with the 7-day biological hard reset protocol. These aren't 3 separate tasks. They are a compounding, self-reinforcing loop. The morning light sets the clock, the fasting clears the streets, and the cold pulse upgrades the power. For the next 7 days, we're implementing 3 simple city ordinances to force an infrastructure upgrade. Ordinance number 1, the circadian anchor. Every morning, within 20 minutes of waking up, get direct sunlight in your eyes for 5 to 10 minutes. Go outside. No sunglasses and no looking through a window. Glass filters out the specific blue light frequencies your brain needs. This syncs your city's master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It sets the rhythm for hormones and repair processes. It's like resetting the time on every clock in the city so all departments coordinate properly. Ordinance number 2, the 16 to 8 empty street policy. Pick an 8-hour eating window, say 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., and stick to it with 0 exceptions for 7 days. Nothing but water, black coffee, or plain tea outside that window. This enforces the empty streets so autophagy can kick into high gear, clearing out the debris from the previous day. Ordinance number 3, the thermal pulse. At the end of your daily shower, turn the water to the coldest setting for 30 to 60 seconds. Build up to it if you're new. This isn't just a wake-up call. It triggers mitochondrial biogenesis. It's essentially the city council ordering the construction of brand new, more efficient power plants. You're triggering a survival response that forces your body to prune away the weakest power lines and replace them with reinforced, high-voltage wiring. Your body is designed to survive the elements. We're just reminding it how to do its job. If this video gave you that aha moment and you want more of these science-backed resets, smash that like button right now. It really helps Body Science Truths reach even more people who need this. Do these 3 things consistently for just 7 days. No perfection required, just commitment to the protocol. By day 7, you're not just less tired. You're operating on a more efficient biological frequency. You've moved the city from a state of emergency to a state of expansion. The lights get brighter. That's mental clarity returning as brain inflammation drops. Energy levels stabilize because the power grid is finally balanced. You might notice better sleep, less joint stiffness, and even stubborn belly fat starting to shift because your city is finally processing things efficiently again. This is your biological clock starting to tick backward. Not stopping time, but reversing the damage at the cellular level. So, are you ready? The City Council meeting starts tomorrow morning with that first sunrise ordinance. If you're in, drop "strike over" in the comments below. And tell me which part of your city's infrastructure needs the most work right now. Is it the brain fog, the creaky joints, or the bottomless fatigue? I'll be checking in and cheering you on. And if you want to take the next step in managing your city's long-term health, specifically tackling that stubborn belly fat that isn't just about willpower, but cortisol management, check out my video, "Your Belly Fat Isn't a Willpower Problem, It's Cortisol." The link is right there on the end screen. Your city isn't doomed to decay. The strike can end today. Let's rebuild. I'll see you in the next one.